Hey there, it's Jay here, and welcome to my channel. If you're a non-fiction author and you are about to start advertising on Amazon, or you're already advertising on Amazon, but it's not working the way you want, then this video is for you. As I always been saying that before you press the advertising button, there are two critical components that we need to should we should have that before we press the advertising button. The one is, what do you want to achieve by advertising, right? Your goal, your advertising goal, you should be very clear about that. I created another video on this topic where the goals are, typically falls into one of those 6 to 7 buckets of objective buckets. To do check that out to see what are those buckets are. And the second important thing is that you should be well aware of the demand and supply situation, right? The reason being, we have to work with Amazon, and Amazon is a marketplace, and it's a demand and supply play, right? And as an author, I want Ferrari. Whether Amazon can give me Ferrari or Ford, it's up to Amazon, and we are looking up to that. So what I am suggesting here is, before you press the advertising button, you should have a fair understanding of the demand and supply situation. And this definitely helps in set a clear expectation from an advertising perspective, right? At the end, what you don't want is, you want Ferrari and you put money on the line, and after a few months, you're disappointed that Amazon gave you Ford. It is far better to say, okay, I know I'm gonna get Ford, and I know my advertising will get me Ford, and you got Ford, right? That's the best scenario, right? So in this video, we'll talk about what are those different demand and supply situation, and your book should fall under in one of these categories, right? So there are 4 categories of demand and supply situation. So the first is high demand, low supply, right? And this is, if this is your niche, right? If your book falls under this, which means you can sell more orders, your advertising cost will be really good, and you can be authority in your subject, because there is high demand and low supply. And if you show your book at the favorite spots or at their top spots, so you will have both brand and money together. Now, this situation I have seen happening quite a few times. I won't say that it happens all the time, but then few times I have seen this happening, and it's wonderful to see. Right, and this is the situation where if you type on Amazon your main keyword, you would say that, okay, my the competition is low there, and there are good number of searches happening on your given keyword or the core keyword of your niche. So for example, if it's a Python programming, you would say that, okay, fair enough, man. I mean, there are about 5,000 books and there are about 8,000 searches happening. Now this is a good scenario, and I mean, I wish all book could fall into that, but it doesn't happen that way, right? So that's number one. Second is, your book falls under low demand and high supply. This is where majority of my clients book fall, to be honest with you, because all of them are business owners, right? And they are using their books as a lead magnet or to create more brand awareness, right? So before writing, you generally don't go to Amazon and say, you know what, tell me which one has high demand or low supply. That doesn't work out if you have a business outside of Amazon. You can't change your business based on Amazon. So in this case, you publish book based on your niche, and you see how Amazon react to that. So now, low demand, high supply books are what? Motivational books, entrepreneurship books, business books, leadership books, real estate books, right? So those are high supply, low demand books. So what does that mean from an advertising perspective? That it will be challenging to justify the cost. It'll be challenging to take those strong positions because there's a lot of competition on right. So that's their cons. And the third situation could be low demand, low supply, right? And in this case, uh, I mean, your book has low supply, but it has low demand as well. I mean, there are very few competitors, but there are very few people buying also. So, for example, I had a client in the outsourcing niche. If you type outsourcing book as a main keyword, you would see that the supply is low and demand is even lower than the supply, or it's equal to supply. So we had to say no to it, because it looks like people would love to talk about outsourcing work, but they don't want to read book on outsourcing, right? They just outsource. So if you do that, do the maths, you would say, okay, there are only 350 searches on this particular keyword, and there are 400, competitors. Low demand, low supply. In this case, you probably won't be able to spend, the budget money, whatever it could be. Amazon. There are not many clicks to get that spend going, right? So you'll be playing in low orders, low spend zone, in that zone. Yeah? And then there's a fourth category called high demand, high supply. This is a place where, if your book falls into this thing, you will make merry, provided that you know how to position your book. Right, there is a high demand, but then the supply is also high. And if you position your book, add position in a certain way, then you will make merry for sure. For example, if you type Mediterranean diet cookbook, you would realize that there are about 7,000 searches happening on this particular keyword, and there are about 7,000 books show up, right? And 7,000 books competition is not too high. And I like motivational books where it's 40,000, 30,000. 7,000 is comparatively much less competitive, and but the demand is also pretty good, right? But yeah, so which means there's a lot of selling happening this in this niche, and it can consume any budget you want. You know what, as a matter we had a book in this niche, and even $300 a day was less, right? It'll consume like in few minutes, and stuff like that. So you, if you have a book in this niche, then you'll make really good money out of book. So I hope it was a bit helpful to understand the demand and supply situation. And you just try, your book in any of the categories, and you have to set expectations, accordingly, right, based on demand and supply situation, and based on objective. So you have to combine these two to understand, what to expect with advertising on your book specifically. It's a very book specific, activity. Each book is different, each author is different, and the journey is different. So it's based on where you in the journey, right? I'll cover the expectation, in the sense the how to calculate demand and how to calculate supply in a separate video. What are those advertising strategy that are aligned with particular goal, and the demand and the supply situation in a separate. I hope this video was helpful, and if you like this video, do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. And if you are struggling with your ads currently, uh, do set up some time. I'm happy to meet you in a quick meeting. I love to meet different authors. I love to see different ad accounts. It's a learning opportunity for me as well. So if that's the case, I have provided my calendar link in the description. Check that out. Book a time. If you don't find your suitable time, let me know, and I'll help you out slot. Yeah. So see you in the next video. Till then, you take care. Bye bye.